Hello, you young whippersnappers, and welcome to A.D.D. Gaming. This is Papa Cheddar here, bringing to you Dark Souls. Now, Dark Souls is going to be our newest series on the channel. It'll also be my first series on the channel, so hopefully it pans out pretty well. Dark Souls is a dark RPG game which prides itself on abusing the person who is playing it. So it should be a pretty good kick to watch. However, it is old. So most of you have probably either already A, played it or B, seen it. But if you haven't, then welcome to the channel and I hope you enjoy your time. Also, if you have seen and or played it, I hope you enjoy watching me play it. Alright, let's hop right in. Now I have played it once or twice on PC just to see if there are any differences from console. Of course there aren't. So let's just start a new game. Alright. So, let's start off with gender. I think I'm going to be a guy. I am a man in real life, or at least so I like to tell myself. I probably am not, but, that's what the doctors tell me, so I'm just going to stick with what they're saying. Sorcerer, pyromancer, cleric, deprived. None of these describe me in real life. I'm more of like a middle-of-the-road type fighter. Thieves stay fragile, and I don't like being fragile. So I'm going to be a wanderer. They're slightly fragile, slightly strong. They're very middle of the road, and I think that that's fun. Knights are slow, way too slow. I like being fast, but I also don't like being weak. So we're going to be a wanderer. As for gifts, let's get the Old Witch's Ring. I don't know what the Old Witch's Ring does. I know that all of these other ones have a description and some fun stuff, and none is a little bland, but I don't know what the Witch's Ring does, so I'm going to do something with that. Hopefully someone might be kind enough to tell me what it does. If not, that's fine too. I think it makes it more interesting. Physique, I'm not very slim, and I'm not, like, bulky. I'm definitely not large. So we're going to go slim. Also, top heavy is just really silly looking, and these two, I don't get them. Like, you see people like this at the gym, and you're like, wow, do you work anything else? You never see these guys. Large lower body, that's an impossibility at the gym. Nobody works on their legs that much. I mean, it's not an impossibility. You just don't see it often. Like, nobody works out their legs that much. I mean, they probably should. But mostly you get weirdos who look like this. So we're going to start with slim. As for face, I like the Astorian noble, but I don't like the idea of being a noble. I don't like rich people. That might sound bad, but it's the truth. I'm sorry for all of those of you who have money. Dragon scholar. I'm not very scholarly, and I am a wanderer, so it makes sense that I wandered from the Far East as a traveler. So let's be a Far East traveler. All right, hair. I'm not shaved. I'm not Eddie Munster. That kind of looks more similar to me as far as hair goes in real life, but we're gonna go with a ponytail because ponytails are, I don't know, I think they're cool. At least in video games, they make them look cool. You always see those guys at the gym with like man buns, or just like out in public who have like the man ponytails, and it's like, you're not some anime hero. Stop it. You don't rock it. Don't work. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna wear it because in video games you can rock anything. Now, in real life, I do have black hair, so that's what we're going to be going with, black hair. And now for the last part, the piece of Les Resistance, the name. The name. I was thinking of something like the El Chedador. We have traveled far from the Middle East, known as Mexico, with cheese to fight the bulls. El Chedador. I actually think bullfighting's in Spain, so I just lied to all of you. I'm sorry. And then hit. I'm trying to use the mouse too because it's innate. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Now, first bit's gonna have a lot of storyline, so I won't talk. You guys have fun.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, and we're back. Alright, so I would like to point out a few things about the intro. For starters, they had rock dragons that flew. Like, how do rocks fly? That's pretty incredible, if you ask me. That has to be magic. And then the other thing is that there are most definitely Australians in this game. There's pygmies, so there has to be Australians. One other thing to notice is you can read messages on the floor. You can also write messages on the floor, which, to be honest, I probably am never going to do. And right bumper is how you attack. Now, right now, I'm wielding, I think it's a broken short sword, and it's a chump weapon. I'm not gonna lie, it's a chump weapon. B is dodge. That thing's terrifying. So that's my stab. Let's punch that guy. You know, who doesn't like a good punch? Alright, let's eat his souls. Now, the currency in this game, also the way that you level up, yeah, it's also currency, is souls. So when you kill things, you get their souls, which are delicious and are yummy, and you will love all of them. And if you don't, then you have problems, and you should probably become a social outcast because no one will want to look at you because you have smelly hair. Anyways, more dead people over here. Let's just punch him to death. There we go. Yeah, we got a few swings off. He can die from a punch. I don't see why not. Alright, let's keep going. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. This room's empty. Alright. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a while, so some of this is going to be, you know, old stuff. Some of this is going to be new stuff. Some of this is going to be relevant stuff. Sometimes what I say won't make any sense. Also, quick saves. Your save points in this game, like your manual save points, are bonfires. So, what you do is you light a bonfire, and then you can rest there. This is also how you level up, which I can't do right now, so I'll just leave instead. But now if I die, I'll go back there, and I'll be fine. It also heals you, which is another nice thing. Nice thing that does. Apparently that door has to be opened from the other side, so that's a bit inconvenient, but no big deal really, because we got this big one right here. It's a little multicolored though, like they got really fancy with the art design of the door. They were like, ooh, we want this door to be pretty. If I remember correctly, there's some guy who jumps in here and tries to beat the hell out of me. Yeah, like they want you to go over here and read that. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that at all. In fact, I'm just going to run. Yeah, that sounds good. There we go. He can't get me now. I'm all safe. Haha, fatty, you can't get me because I'm safe in here. It's always good to taunt your enemies, especially when they're much larger and scarier than you are. Alright. Hey, look, another bonfire. Oh, has to be lit. I always like that there's swords in these bonfires. Like, who's putting all these swords here? Are they just there? Did someone come around and assort them? You know, and they're all the same, so it must have been like one mass outing when they were like, hey, let's put bonfires around. Apparently, I have a shield. Ooh, let's... Oh, crap, archer. Shield. Now, how... Equipment is start. That would make sense, though. Wouldn't it? Like, change equipment. What is it? Offhand, we want shield. Oh, no, I did it wrong. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there we go. That should do it. And now we hold it like that. And we chase him down and we murder him viciously. Nice little backstab there. Won't matter though, because we suck at life. Forgot how to lock on. Oh, that's how you lock on. Just push the thumbstick down. That's nifty. He is also a terrible shot. Apparently his eyes went with the rest of his skin. Well, this is like backstab day right now. Let me backstab all of my friends, especially the ones who have bad vision. They won't see it coming, and it'll be fun. Now, this game has really wonky like positioning. In some ways, it really reminds me of like Ocarina of Time because you have to lock on to things, otherwise you're probably gonna miss them. just because of how wonky like the hack and slash is in this game. Alright, only 20 souls. Maybe let's check out what's on this corpse. Alright, I got my scimitar. So now it's for reals time. Like now is when I can beat on people for being ignorant. And I think that if I hit triangle, yep, triangle lets you 2H it. So now I'm two-handing it, which is my preferred method. I don't like the one-handed. I like doing a lot of damage really fast. I also like not dying. Read backstep. Yep, alright. If I remember correctly, that's what I'm supposed to do. Alright. Yep, so there was a boulder that came down there. It would have killed me. Oh, okay, so you see that ghost right there? That is another person also online, also doing the same thing as me, which is a pretty cool feature that this game has. Oh, it's locked. Alright, so I can't go in there. But I do like the fact that you can see other people doing things. It might give you a little, a little hint at what you're supposed to do on occasion. Let's read this thing over here. Maybe this isn't a thing. Maybe this is a dead person. I never found this before. This is useless. Alright, that makes me really sad. I thought that I found, like, an Easter egg. Probably was an Easter egg. I'm probably just too stupid to notice. Either way makes a bunch of sense. Oh, okay, so now we're down here again. I don't think I want to open that door. I think I was supposed to... Did you guys notice the dead knight inside of that corridor? I think I'm supposed to go up there. Oh, not there. Oh, yeah, that's right. It breaks a hole in the wall. And then he's over here and he says words to me. Let's talk to him.
You're no hollow.
Nope, I'm not a hollow.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, why not? Oh, okay. Something, before I hit yes, something that I should explain is that when people die in this, they don't, like, die. They become hollows, or undead. And then when you go crazy as an undead, you become a hollowed. And hollows are basically zombies, whereas undead are still conscious. They're just not alive. Alright, so let's see what he wants.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Alright, so that guy was pretty cool. Pretty nice. He was the one who threw all that stuff down into the hole so that we could get out of that door. He's a pretty nice guy. Although he didn't offer us his, like, his kick and armor, which is a little depressing. Okay, so there's oh, there we go. Alright, let's lock on. You won't hit me. I'm too good at my job. Alright, let's read message. While falling, plunge attack. Cool. Alright, now if I remember right, there's some guy who whoops my butt every time I fight him in here. Well, actually, I'd whoop his butt in the future, but not in the beginning. Alright. I eat to your soul. It's locked. Wow, you are useless, dead person. You are useless. Parry. I never knew that there was a parry. After parrying, pose. Alright, so that's good to know. Alright, so let's read this one again. Plunge attack. Alright. Easy enough. Alright, so we got the plunge attack. And there's that giant guy who was like the bane of our existence 12 seconds ago. Let's hide over here. He's scary. Scares the hell out of me. Scares the bejesus out of me. And I'm a very religious man. So I like my bejesuses where they were. Just stay on his tail side. I don't think that he has a tail swing attack. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I remember the first time I did this, it took me a little bit longer to get past the first boss. So, that was pretty good, all things considered. Alright, let's get out of here. Use Big Pilgrim Key. Big Pilgrim's Key? Alright. So this is basically the end of the beginning. Now there's a crow over here that you can talk to. I looked this up because it's really useful and I need some shards. And if you give him some things that he calls shiny, then he will give you back other things. He's a very nice man. I suggest going to see him a lot later on in the game. You can come back here aboard a giant beast of some sort, which you're about to see in a second. So let's go and see my giant friend.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Alright, my armor looks really, really cool with that. I like that
To lead
quite some
the
bit.
undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Lordran. I don't know what that one means. I do not know that name. Lordran is an unfamiliar name. But now we get this beautiful view of this sweeping city side, probably filled with dead people who want to kill us. In fact, it is. I know because I've done it before. It's painful. Mr. Crow's going to fly over there. That's okay. I know how to get back, which I will probably be displaying later on in the series, but as of now, probably not. In Lordran. Oh, okay, so that's where we are. We're in Lordran. Alright, so let's light this baby up. What do you think? What do you think? Alright, Alright, so now that we've saved, we can level up. I like to increase strength, which we can. And then let's increase endurance, and that'll be that for now. Let's lower strength 1, increase vitality 1, and yeah, it seems pretty good to me. So now we're level 6. Alright, this actually seems like a pretty good place to cut off the episode. So, this was Dark Souls with Papa Cheddar. Have a lovely day. Love, well, sincerely, me, Papa Cheddar.